Good afternoon. My name is Roderick. I'm the Managing Director of Energy Data. We're experts in smart meter technology, experts in the regulation around smart meter technology and the smart meter rollout that our government is sponsoring and driving across the UK. So basically, we understand this market section, and we understand how complex and difficult it is, time-consuming to get access to this data. As you saw from the previous presentation, from Michael's presentation, the value of this data is immense, and the value of applying this to reducing carbon, reducing energy consumption, and basically improving quality of life is incredibly quality. So we've built a platform. We've built a platform to make it easy for innovators, to enable organizations, whether they're large or small, to get access to this data. Looking at the market, historically, it's taken somewhere in the region of 18 months of effort and maybe up to £1 million for any individual organization to get access to smart meter data. And what we've done is to build a product and a platform to get access to it in a tiny fraction of that time and a tiny amount of capital investment. So why do we need this data? So energy data is incredibly valuable in terms of understanding the benefits of individual properties, individual consumers, individual businesses at the end. Gathering this data from the smart meter understands those behavior, understands those costs, and understands the ability to create benefit, to create opportunity from that data to deliver decarbonisation, to deliver energy reduction, to deliver improvements in this area. What data do we provide? Well, we provide data to many, many different organizations across many, many different focuses, but typically there's two types of data. Data for innovators. So we provide 30-minute granular data from the smart meter directly to the innovator, so they can process that data and offer service based on insights they can achieve from that data. Electrical consumption information, electrical production information, if there's solar generation, and gas consumption information in that from that individual property. We also provide tariff information. So what is that property, what is that individual at that property paying for in terms of the cost of their electricity and the cost of their gas. We also can gather historic data from the smart meter. So up to 13 months of historic data can be gathered at any point in time. So if you sign up a customer today, you can potentially get the last 13 months of data that's such a valuable insight to what has happened at that property and in terms of efficiency measures that can be applied going forward. We also provide data for managers and the industry at large. So understanding the smart meters that are deployed within that property, the makes, the models, the types, the firmware version, when they were installed, whether they're connected, what's the address of the installation. Is it a SMETS 1 meter that has been enrolled, or is it a native SMETS 2 meter, and their certification status. So oceans and oceans of data that we're providing incredibly quickly and effectively to the marketplace to create innovation from that marketplace. There's a number of unique things we provide that can't be accessed through any other scheme. So we provide access to over 10 million meters. Immediately, day one, you can access 10 million meters within the UK marketplace. It's a 100% commoditized cloud self-service platform. So unlike so many other solutions within the energy industry, we make it easy, we make it commoditized. You just simply access it as modern day services should be. Simple to integrate. We have an integrated consumer consent process. So smart meter data is subject to GDPR, so you need the consumer's consent to gather that. We've built this process in. It's fully compliant with regulations. It's fully compliant with GDPR. It just plug that in, you can get access to this system. We cover all the regulation. We commoditize the pricing, which I'll talk about in a second. It's scalable, secure, and it's free to access from a development perspective. So there's a free sandbox. You just need to sign up. The URLs at the bottom of each screen as I step through this. In today's social distancing, challenging world, one of the key advantages of a service such as this is to get access to the data. You do not need to physically access the property. You do not need to rely on the consumers or the businesses broadband in the property. There is no complex installation of equipment in the property. It's already there. It's all built into the smart meter. It takes less than a minute for a consumer to sign up to your service through our platform. So it really is enabling innovation and driving the service forward. Simple, transparent pricing, again, relatively unique within this industry. Very simple, very straightforward, transparent pricing. It's published on the website. You can see it on the slide here. Please visit the website. Please take a look. But enough talk. What does it actually look like? So what I'll show you now is a demonstration of the service which you'll experience if you integrate with our platform. Very straightforward. Here's our demo page. So I want to show you now what my data consumption of my meter was yesterday. So clicking through this link will show me I have a gas and electricity meter in my home. Let's click on electricity. I can look at my consumption data or my tariff data. Click on consumption in this example. I have a single element meter. We also support polyphase meters, but this is a single element meter. And there you go. That's my consumption data for yesterday. Every half an hour, exactly the amount of kilowatt hours are used. And as I said, you can access up to 10 million meters through this platform. So getting access to a wide variety of meters. Similarly, if you'd like to see tariff information, again, single element meter, so as you can see here, I pay probably a little bit too much for my energy. I have a standing charge of 19.5 pence and a kilowatt hour charge of almost 15 pence. So I do need to switch. So I'll be working on that after this session, most likely. That's from a data access perspective. We also have an inventory lookup. So I mentioned earlier for data managers, understanding what's deployed in the home, the makes, the models, the types of industry. So one of my kind colleagues who has a SMETS 2 meter installed in their home, this is their meter information actually installed in their home, actually deployed. I've hidden the address data for privacy concerns, but also, as you can see here, this Neil's got a Toshiba ComSub, a Landis & Gyr a smart meter, electric meter, a Landis & Gyr gas meter, and a Chameleon in-home display in this particular example. So incredible amounts of information, incredible amounts of data accessible from this service. Again, all remotely gathered and all remotely delivered to your systems for your innovation and your processing. I think we may be out of time there, Lyndon.
That's about right. Yeah, we're almost out of time, but please continue till you're done.
Oh, cool. So yeah, so from that, we also have a self-service portal. As I mentioned before, we have it's fully self-service. You can sign up within a couple of seconds. So please visit the website. The URL's at the top of the screen there. You can sign up for free. You'll get immediately access to our development system, our sandbox, so you can start to experiment and start to utilize the data within your service you're developing. And it's literally as easy as that. We have several customers live on the platform. We have hundreds within development. It's really exciting to see the sheer volume of innovators within the UK market, everything from carbon reduction services like our partners with Carbon Co-op to organizations putting intelligence within homes, solar panels, batteries, sensor systems, such from a company called Wonderwall Intelligent Homes. If you just Google Wonderwall, you'll find out some incredibly interesting and really quite astonishing innovation, all based on the fundamental data that comes from the smart meter and the innovation that can be created from there.